Hi, I'm Andrew Chen, and today I'm going to be talking about web servers and RAID array. Alright, why are these necessary? Let's start from LAMP web server. A LAMP web server is a Linux-based web series comprised of an arrangement of 4 software components. An open source platform, which uses Linux as its operating system, Apache as the web server, PHP as the object-oriented scripting language, and MySQL as the relational database management system. With RAID, it's a way to acquire more storage for the Pi without compromising the data. And according to LifeHards, a security card company, RAID is a way of storing the same data in different places on multiple hard disks or solid-state drives to protect data in the case of a drive failure. RAID is also commonly known as array of independent disk. And this is a technology used for data storage virtualization. So we'll get into more of that a little later. Let's talk about the architecture. We're going to start with web server again. And it's flexible, customizable, and cost efficient. It's compatible with enterprise level web servers and application, and it uses 4 different components like we said earlier. Linux, Apache, PHP, and MySQL. With Linux, it's the system that the Raspberry Pi runs on. It sets up the stack model and doesn't need any specific requirements to put a LAMP stack on a server. Apache is the most popular open source web server. It's very adaptable and can cover a wide range of extensions. PHP is on top of the stack, and it effectively simplifies the creation of the dynamic web pages. And finally, for MySQL, it's in this project we're using MariaDB as a branch of MySQL because of MariaDB being a free and open source software. Now let's get into RAID. RAID is the redundant array of independent disk. RAID improves cost effectiveness and because of the getting rid of all these independent disks and by using multiple hard drives, RAID is also able to improve the performance of a single hard drive. It increases the compute speed and reliability after a crash. Reading and writing can perform faster with RAID 0 because of the file system being split up and distributed across different drives that work on the same file. So, it's with the file system being split up, they're all able to work on this one file to make it faster with reading and writing. With RAID 5's mirror, the availability and resiliency is increased due to there being 2 drives having the same data and one bound to be working if the other one fails. So it's reliable. Alright, let's get into how we set up this web server. So first, we start off with installing Apache 2, and as you can see here, it's unpacking a lot of stuff, and it's just updating and installing this Apache server so we can use it. So to test if the Apache 2 is installed properly, you can go into the test page and type into the local host, and this page will show up. This just shows that you're doing it right and you installed Apache 2 right. Next, we get into the hostname permissions. So by typing in the command hostname -i, you're able to see the hostname or the IP address of the Raspberry Pi. Next, we're going to cd into var www html, and then we're going to ls-al, and this is going to give us all the permissions of the files in var www html. And as you can see here, you have the read, write, execute write, and execute. They're all owned by the root, and yeah. Next, we move to PHP. So we're still in this var www html, and we're going to install PHP with the sudo apt-get install php-y. And you can see it's reading the package list and unpacking all this stuff, unzipping and unpacking all this stuff. And then, as you can see on the bottom, it's creating the configuration files for these modules, these for PHP. Next, we're going to go into mousepad PHP. This helps us, write what we want into our file and to our local host. And we're going to start off really simple with hello world. So PHP echo hello world. We're going to open the mousepad by using sudo mousepad index.php. It opens up the screen, and it opens up a blank screen, and you're able to type into it, and we type in PHP echo h hello world. And as you can see, when we go back into our local host on our web server, on our Chrome server, hello world appears. So next, we're going to get a little bit more detailed with it, and we're going to go with PHP echo date. This is just going to show the year, month, date, and then shows the time. And you can see them all in the top left of the local host page pulled up. And then next, you're going to pull up the PHP info, or I pulled up the PHP info. I did this by using command PHP info, and then parentheses, and that's what this whole big block that says PHP version 7.4 or 7.4.28. It's kind of this purplish color, purplish and gray. And so for here, we know that our PHP is working, it's running, and we're able to set up all this stuff with it. Next, we're going to install MySQL. We're going to do sudo apt-get install MariaDB-server php-mysql-y. And once again, you're seeing all this, reading the package list and building dependency tree, and then you're going to see all these sites that it's getting it's getting its packages from. And then after it's all installed, you're going to do sudo mysql-u root-p. And it's just granting them privileges, getting WordPress, Now we have WordPress, and we're able to go into localhost, and WordPress appears. Now, the picture on the left shows the initial WordPress page. So, went into the WordPress page at Let's Go and was able to pull and sign in and set it up. And now we're into the dashboard. And that's how we know that WordPress is working. Our next step is just doing friendly permalinks, where we're making the link a little bit more friendly with the URL. And we're just going to go into the PHP, mouse PHP, and more mousepad PHP, and we're just going to change directory var www html, allow override all, and then end the directory there. And that's it for our WordPress, and we're able to set that up nicely, and it's able to work. Let's get into RAID. So we're going to configure the storage, lsblk, it shows all the storage types available. Then we're going to configure the disk by using fdisk, sdisk f/dev/sta and stb. Next, we're going to update the stuff, update mdaatm, and as you can see here, I already updated it and had a little bit of issues with it, so I had to go back and reinstall and update and get the screenshot, and that's why it says 0 upgraded, 0 newly installed, 0 to remove, and 51 not upgraded. Then we're going to mount the RAID and make files for it, and yeah, I'm able to get all that done. And then this is how we know that we were successful with it, by cding into our mount RAID 0. We're going to ls and see all the files in it, and there should be nothing but lost and found in it. And in my case, the only file in there is lost and found, so we're fine. Now, our troubleshooting. I had some Wi-Fi issues. I wasn't able to. At first, I didn't connect to Wi-Fi, so I wasn't able to get the proper updates. That's why I had to rerun the code again. And as you saw earlier, that's why my code will look like that. And then with the fdisk, I was only able to configure dev/SDA. I did not I did not configure SDB because I at first forgot to, so I kept running the code, and then I realized. So I was able to fix that pretty easily. Lessons learned. Learn how to set up a web server using Apache 2, how to better utilize screenshots, and how to create a RAID to create more storage space. And finally, learn the pros and cons of both web servers and RAID.